everyone from day one. Never working hard to keep me down, but I stayed up. I'm playing with Father Time, smoking Mother Nature. Yeah. If you take a look around, you see everyone from day one. Never working hard to keep me down, but I stayed up. I'm playing with Father Time, smoking Mother Nature. I can't hold you down, but I can hold a conversation. Oh, got a cold heart, you a hot mess. Didn't happen overnight, it's a process. Had to make it happen quick, no delay. Michael Jordan coming off a break. Coming off a break, yeah, it's been a minute. 2 months in rotation, reminiscing. 2016, back when shit was simple. Been too sick for Benadryl or penicillin. Oh, ice in my veins, I feel the pain. Life's still the same. If you take a look around, you see everyone from day one. Never working hard to keep me down, but I stayed up. I'm playing with Father Time, smoking Mother Nature. Yeah, I know we're close to perfect, but I'm grateful. This shit make your face numb. Hit you like a hi-hat, start kicking like a bass drum. Shut up with your lying ass, go back where you came from. She been running through my mind, but I won't chase her. Coming off a break, yeah, it's been a minute. 2 months in rotation, reminiscing. 2016, back when shit was simple. Been too sick for Benadryl or penicillin. Oh, ice in my veins, I feel the pain. Life's still the same. If you take a look around, you see everyone from day one. Never working hard to keep me down, but I stayed up. I'm playing with Father Time, smoking Mother Nature. I can't hold you down, but I can hold a conversation. Oh, got a cold heart, you a hot mess. Didn't happen overnight, it's a process. Had to make it happen quick, no delay. Michael Jordan coming off a break.
What's up, Nerd Nation? It's your boy Chris. Oh, I got a hair on me. Bad start, but welcome back to the Average Sports Nerds. It's Nerds at 9 with me. Yeah, I mean, first off, I always point the wrong way. I did it again. It's somewhere there, right here on the screen. You can see music by Recreation. Shouts out to him for letting me use the music in the first place. I know. But yeah, getting into some sports talk. I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you are an NBA fan or you're interested in some NBA trade deadline talk. So that's what I'm going to get into today. Starting with my Wizards. It's not really a trade, and I wasn't really going to start here. But Bradley Beal having season-ending wrist surgery. I know he was in some trade talks. I don't think the Wizards are actually going to trade him, but just as a DC sports fan, this was big news for me. Obviously, our hopes of the playoffs are probably shot at this point. Gonna have to see what these young guys can do. But yeah, Bradley Beal out for the season, so it is what it is. But getting to the real news of the day, we had 2 pretty big trades go down. Woo! Starting with Tyrese Halliburton. He's kind of one of my favorite young guys. Really been watching his career. Got traded for another one of my favorite younger guys. He's not that young anymore, but Domantas Sabonis. Traded for Tyrese Halliburton. So, details. The Pacers are getting Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson. And the Kings are getting back Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, and a 2027 second-round pick. So, initial thoughts. I mean, Halliburton for Sabonis. Well, pretty much Halliburton and Beal Buddy Hield for Sabonis. In a vacuum, I don't think it's that bad of a move. Obviously, I like both of those players. Well, all 3 of them, really. Hield's a good shooter. But for me, I don't think this makes much sense for the Kings. Personally, I am not the biggest fan of De'Aaron Fox. You can disagree with me if you want. But I'm going to guarantee right now that Tyrese Halliburton will be the better player than De'Aaron Fox. He's more efficient. To me, De'Aaron Fox is like a Russell Westbrook 2.0. You know, all the things that you don't like about Russell Westbrook and all the things that you do like about Russell Westbrook, honestly, De'Aaron Fox has most of those things, those qualities. He's very athletic. He's not that great of a shooter, though. He's not very efficient from the free throw line. He turns the ball over a decent amount. Now, I will give him some credit. He actually does play very good defense. He's a good defender. But the Kings already have a guy like that in Davion Mitchell, maybe looking to develop him. Well, obviously they're looking to develop him if they traded Halliburton. But I thought Fox should be the one to go. He's the oldest. He has, less years under contract at a reasonable salary. He's going to want to get the max. I think the Kings are one of the worst run franchises in all of sports, not just the NBA. So, yeah, they got Sabonis. But with De'Aaron Fox and Davion Mitchell, they traded their best shooter out of the three guards, their most efficient player out of the three guards. This is a terrible trade for the Kings. I'm just saying, this is a terrible trade for the Kings. The Pacers, I do like getting Halliburton back. It seemed like Sabonis was going to have to go anyways. To also get Buddy Hield, I say the Pacers clearly won this trade. You can let me know what you think about that in the comments. But yeah, Buddy Hield is going to be a good shooter for them for sure. Tyrese Halliburton, I think, is going to be a great starting point guard in the NBA. I mean, I'm not saying that he's, Hall of Fame level or anything like that, but he's efficient. He shoots it weird, but it goes in. So, anybody, I'm willing to take that bet right now. Tyrese Halliburton, when it's all said and done, will be the better player than De'Aaron Fox. I know, crazy, right? Yeah. I said it. But let's move on. Because there was another trade. This one, I also think one of these teams is stupid. I'll just get to it. The Blazers, what are they doing? They traded away C.J. McCollum, Larry Nance Jr., and Tony Snell. And this is what they got back. They got Josh Hart, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Thomas Satoransky, some guy named Didi Luzalda. Never even heard of that guy. A protected first-round pick from the Pelicans and 2 second-round picks. So they got a decent amount of assets, I guess. But, like they say in the NBA, you're trading your dollar, which in this case would be C.J. McCollum, for a bunch of change. I like Josh Hart, but, he's nothing special. He's a role player at best. He's not a 15 to 20 point scorer. He's just not going to be that. I mean, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's a solid young player, but I was starting to get the impression of him that, he's one of those guys that we're expecting to make that leap. And I've been expecting him to make that leap and then it just never happens. And it hasn't happened for him yet. Maybe a change of scenery might be good for him. But those are the main two pieces they got back in this deal. The first round pick from the Pelicans, it is protected, but it's only protected from picks 5 to 14. So the way that works, if the Pelicans get a top 4 pick, then the Blazers will get that. And that would change the whole trade for me. If they can get a top 4 pick out of this thing, then I feel like it's a solid move. But currently, the Pelicans are not projected to be in the top 5 draft picks, but they are projected to be in the lottery by not making the playoffs. So most likely, the Pelicans are going to get to keep this pick unless, the Blazers get lucky come lottery night. But yeah, so either way, the Blazers will get their pick in 2023, which, maybe they get Zion back. Maybe C.J. McCollum steps up. Maybe this is a playoff team next year. Even if it's not like a contender, this team could slide in the playoffs, and that pick just really isn't that valuable, in my opinion. So, with all that being said, I think the Blazers just not a good move, in my opinion. I think they could have got more for C.J. McCollum. Maybe they couldn't have. At this point, with that package, I think I would have rather taken Ben Simmons. I know that's a deal that the 76ers would have pulled the trigger on. So, call me crazy. I would have matched Dame Lillard up with Ben Simmons. I think that combination could work just because of the shooting of Lillard. Definitely not the shooting of Ben Simmons. No. Okay. That being said, the Pelicans, I don't really think it's that great of a move for them either. Because like I said, even if they get Zion back next year, get Brandon Ingram, he's been balling pretty well. Like, what else do they really have? They're not going to be contenders or anything. So they just took a veteran player for some young role players. This trade doesn't make sense for either team. NBA is ridiculous sometimes. All these trades, like, let me be the GM. Look, this is my bid right now. I'll take over a team if you guys would have me. I definitely wouldn't be making this move that the Kings made. I would have made the move from the Pacers side. But this Pelicans Blazers trade, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Lastly, I guess the title of the video and why you probably clicked on it. I'm disappointed in James Harden. And, I'm going to pull up his stats here because I didn't have them up right now with me. But bear with me. I'm going to tell you why I'm disappointed in Harden. James Harden is soft. His name should be James Soften. That's what I'm going with from now on. Until he proves me otherwise, this guy, I've had enough of him. Really. What is he upset about? He's upset that KD got injured. He's upset that, I don't know, that Kyrie won't take the vaccine. Kyrie won't make a personal decision that, hey, I get it. Look, he took the vaccine. He thinks everybody should take it. Cool. But what I have a problem with is the reason he came to Brooklyn is because he thought it would be an easy championship. And now that it's not, he wants out. Instead of taking some responsibility, instead of maybe playing better himself, nah, he's going to mope around. And now what? He's not even playing because he's hurt. And why is he hurt? He always comes in the season out of shape. And I don't want to say, I probably sound like I'm just going on him. And I kind of am, man. Like, he gets paid a lot of money. So I feel I can comment, man. I can say what I want to say. He comes out of shape, ends up injured. What was the problem in the playoffs last year? Oh, he was injured? Okay. He still played all the minutes. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do anything. Let me speak with correct grammar. He didn't do anything in the playoffs. He missed a lot of open shots. He was turning the ball over. If you're going to be that bad, you might as well have just not played. But you can say, hey, Chris, he was injured. His hamstring was hurt. 2 points about that. One, why was he injured? What did he do last season? He came to season out of shape because he was unhappy in Houston, right? Oh, it was all good. He was balling. He was dropping triple doubles as the fat dude. It was all good until what happens? He gets injured. You can't do that. Like, they play at too high of a level. They play too many games. The game is too fast paced. You can't come in out of shape. You think LeBron is coming in out of shape? Now he's getting hurt, and he's in great shape. So only imagine what happens if you come in out of shape. So yeah, that's how I feel about James Harden. You come in out of shape, and then you get hurt. And then, okay, whatever. We're not going to blame him for being hurt. That's fine. What about in Houston, huh? When did he show up in the playoffs? When did he ever do anything that would have gave his team a chance to win a championship? I'm waiting. Like, I'm hoping somebody in the comments will tell me, like, oh, no, he did this. A closeout game, he played well, because I don't remember a single one. What I do remember, we can go back to OKC, too. What happened when they made it to the finals in OKC? Yeah, I get it. They were young. A lot of them didn't play well. But who played the worst? Go look it up. James Harden was awful. He was terrible. He was the 6th man of the year that season. And when they got to the finals, he was terrible. Gave LeBron his first ring. Look it up. What do you want me to say? This guy's soft. Now it's not easy in Brooklyn. And now reports are he wants out. He's moping around. And then, of course, right on schedule, hamstring. I'm done with him. I'm done with James Harden. I've had enough. He's James Soften. I don't ever want anybody. Remember when people said that he was a better scorer than Michael Jordan? Don't ever talk to me about James Harden again. Just don't ever talk to me about James Harden again. I know I'm getting animated. I got the head movements going because, oh man, it makes me sick. You got all that talent, and this is how you act. He's soft. He's a chump, man. I'm done with him. Done. Harden, you're out of my good graces, man. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I mean, hey, it probably doesn't mean anything to him. You know, I'm just some regular guy talking. I'm just an average sports nerd, right? Just talking on YouTube. But he's soft, man. And anybody that has a problem with me saying that, let me know. Let me know where I'm wrong about this. Or if you agree, tell him that he's being soft. If somebody needs to tell him. I think a lot of times these athletes, you know, they get their little, I don't want to call it posse because I don't like that word, but they get their little entourage of people around them. You know, they got a team. Let's go with that. They got a team of people around them that don't keep it real with them all the time. Somebody needs to keep it real with that man. Tell him that he's being soft because that's exactly what it is. Look, Kyrie Irving playing half the games. He looked like he in better shape than James Harden. He didn't play for half the season. He came back looking better than James Harden looked all season. So, say what you want, man. This one's on Harden. I'm done. That's it for the night, man. Let me know if I missed anything. You know, obviously the trade deadline is not till Thursday, so we might get some more moves here. If we do, I'm on here every night at 9, so we can talk about it. You know, if not, I'm sure there's more Super Bowl stuff to talk about. Tom Brady already talking about never say never with retirement, so plenty of stories. Let me know on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever social media you use. Let me know what I should talk about. And yeah, thanks for joining me tonight, man. Keep nerding it up. Shout out to Jake again. Can I do it? There we go.